From Wikipedia, and again, here I'm quoting Wikipedia as far as where I'm getting a lot of my information about Alexander Campbell. But here is his here's the page on Alexander Campbell on Wikipedia. Some really good information on Alexander Campbell and exactly where he came from, his early life and education, his marriage and personal life. There is information on his public life, his death and legacy, as well as some of his writings. And here are some of his works. Alexander Campbell, according to this story, he married into money. This is the Campbell mansion that he lived in. But he married into money, and at some point in time, he bought his own printing press. And Alexander Campbell was able to print many of his own journals. And these are some of the journals right here, the works that Alexander Campbell was able to produce. And through writing his journals, he was able to send his journals via post, via mail, to many of the churches that were beginning to spring up across the Midwest. So Alexander Campbell, through his own books, was able to highly influence the minds, thoughts, and actions of many early pioneering Christians, as well as many early Christian denominational churches, and what came from the Christian denominational churches, which I'm about to show you here in a minute. But he was quite the debater. Here were debates that he got into. In large part, as I understand, he largely debated with Presbyterian ministers, Presbyterian ideas, Presbyterian theology. And I'm really quite torn sometimes between some of the ideas that Alexander Campbell comes up with. I really think he wanted to start off on the right foot. I really think he wanted to bring the church back to what it was in the book of Acts, back to the original, in the disciples of Christ, being disciples, being modern day disciples. I really think he wanted to introduce that and wanted to do that. However, through the doctrine that he introduced and he espoused, he declared certain actions as being essential in the life of a Christian and certain actions as being non-essential in the life of a Christian. And with that idea, I'm posed with a bit of a conundrum here. I see one thing and yet I see another, and I'm trying to interpret where he stood exactly in his beliefs and in his mindset. I don't know what he was up against when he debated with the Presbyterians. I don't know that side of the issue. I wasn't there, but I would have sure enjoyed listening in on that debate had I been able to do so.